Welcome back, everyone. Now, if you watched the last part, which you better have, you'll know we left off with old mommy here, aka Holly. And she was returned to the hospital because something happened with her father after some commotion. So we're going to go check out what's going on, go right into it. Here we go. We head up the elevator. We've actually find Holly tanked her father, Shigaraki, over here. Actually, his name's Camillo. I can't remember if it's Camillo or Carmelo. I swear they pronounce it both ways. And Holly decides that she's going to kind of fill us in on her dad. Turns out her dad's actually a piece of shit who never loved them. Lo and behold. And our character responds by with a slight stare. Staring slightly in awe. Because why have emotions? Afterwards, told that we need to go back to a stronger hot spring to get our healing out. But this hot spring has been taken over by a group of cultists. Hopefully not the Terraria kind that fire crazy spells at you. But, you know, it's probably going to be fire crazy spells at us. For that, however, we decided to go back to the present for something. Now, if you know me, you know I like to switch things up from time to time. I like to change builds, experiment with weapons, it's always fun. So for Holly's quest, I think I'm going to rock some Rune Blades this time, and we got the Rune Blade Mastery for Vlenton's Blood Code last time, so our damage will go up. We're also going to switch up a look. I think we're going to go something more open. Something more open this time. And return to the past, we're going to grab some golden nectar, head out to the caves. Now, me being me, I see an upper path and a lower path. Of course, I take the upper path to find some items, only to jump down to the lower path. At least that's what I thought I was going to do. Unfortunately, the game decides that I won't survive this fall, despite it being very clearly a small fall. And I die. Because of course I do. Entering the Gorge Cave, we immediately met with a horde of enemies all praying on an altar. These guys prove a bit difficult, because again, they don't really stagger, so you just kind of wail on them and hope they don't hit you, which they do. Now, Holly does fight using a bayonet and some pretty big AoE moves, which is really cool. And despite this encounter, we actually encounter 3 enemies after this who just completely roll me using the power of bombs and bullets.
Sure you grabbed everything?
No, get you for this.
And this is when I found out that Holly, she can just pull out her bequeath weapon is double Gatling guns. This girl is the heavy arms Gundam, dude. She just busts these things out and lays waste to entire crowds of enemies. Of course, they don't do that much damage, but they do help with the staggering of some enemies, so isn't that bad, but we managed to pull through. Picking on one of the side passes to a tunnel we duck under and get an upgrade material, which I actually think is kind of cool. It's cool they incorporated the crouch to get under some areas, which is nice, even though they're just side areas for basic items. Choose the other path to get jumped by one of those martial arts dudes. I hate these guys so much. They're so vicious. They barely stagger and they just wail on you constantly. And then we find the death flowers you see in every anime, but they're blue this time, so maybe they're good. Oh, we say that. Unfortunately, Holly tells us that these are her mother's flowers, and she's not with us anymore, so, well, I guess they weren't that good.
She was a caring and spirited woman, always putting others before herself, even, and unfortunately often, to her own detriment. Wretch that he is. That man abandoned her without a thought.
The boss of this area is the super version of a succubus in fighting, and these things are so annoying. We actually almost ended up losing, but in the end we managed to pull through, and We get our reward is another bath with Holly. Isn't that awesome? Unfortunately, this bath doesn't last long because we're actually forced back to the present.
Sustain our presence here. I'm bringing us back to the present.
Once you return to the present, we decide to go check out Holly's cocoon, but we're met with a child who actually looks a lot like Holly. Even has one of her blue spider lilies. So she says her goal is to kill Holly and offers to help us with it, because that's our job. They introduce themselves as... I don't know how to pronounce this name, because I've never heard it pronounced. I swear it's pronounced Lycoris, like Lycoris Recoil. But they pronounce it Licorice. So you're going to hear me switch in between, I apologize for that.
And a revenant with an
But anyways, she goes over, we talk to Lou, she goes over the situation, and like Horace tells us, hey, we gotta go to these 3 areas and destroy Holly's pathos, and that will actually open the seal. So, alright, cool. We arrive at our first destination, is the Forest Complex, a giant building, and I'm immediately jumped by a guy who I didn't even see. Like Horace, despite her size, actually fights the 2 giant hands as runic blades. She just hits them with the slap hands until they die. She doesn't do that much damage though, but she does have Holly's ice spells, which is very good. The enemy placement here is evil. They put 2 grenadiers on a thin stairwell. It's like I'm back in Dark Souls 2. No, there's no smart enemy placement. You're just gonna get jumped constantly.
Turn this situation around. I can keep going. I trust you can still fight.
And I end up dying to a Spectral Succubus to get sent right back to the start because there is no checkpoint here, because why would there be?
It's nice to see you again.
This time, however, I decide to lock in, show her what's good, beat the crap out of her, don't even let her attack me that much. And, hey, it looks like Lelouch was actually the judge for, Holly's trial here. Dude, her statue's real accurate, I tell you. I'd love to have a statue of these back at Magmel. After that, we kill an enemy, it turns to a weird mask thing, but it just kind of floats there after it dies. It just kind of floats away, like, after it dies, we just kill it. But I find out later that if you don't kill the mask, they just revive. Not that big of an issue. Motherfucker, hear some crazy organ music and take on Holly's pathos along with her 2 minions. It actually wasn't that hard. She herself has like no health and mostly just sticks with range attacks, so we kill her minions. And then when she jumps down, she's pretty slow. Like 1 hit from our bequeathed blade almost killed her.
Sorry, did I?
Now, we decided to do a little bit of exploration, and seriously, these stones are just in what feels like random places, I tell you. Like, they're just all over the place. And because this place was creepy enough, we come upon a cornfield. Awesome. Because cornfields are definitely always great in horror settings. Though, to my surprise, aside from just a new move and clearing the map, they don't offer much. Not even really a jump scare, just kind of enemies chilling in the corn you can see through the corn. Let's make our way toward the Ferris wheel. We find a revival point by an open door. So I have to investigate hope for some sweet, sweet loot. Of course, inside all we come across one of those piece of shit Medusa enemies envoy things who whoops my ass, and to my surprise, however, after killing it, the elevator does work. However, the elevator doesn't really offer much. It's mostly just an upwards path leading to the top of the mountain, to the Ferris wheel, actually. We find a 360-degree shield, get jumped, this as usual, and you find another chest that contains a skill. That's about it. Just basic area. Alright, the next destination was the Ferris wheel. Starting off, we had to regen, because I keep forgetting to do that, and I don't really like giant open areas like this. But it always makes me nervous that I'm going to get jumped. Luckily, I didn't get jumped. But when I tell you these succubus things, they suck. And when they have shields, they suck 10 times as hard. And if you laugh at that joke, you owe me a sub. Anyways, I think I see the boss arena from here, guys. That maybe it's probably that giant open area like it usually is. Anyways, this Holy Pathos proves much harder as it summons a succubus knight and is much more aggressive with better moves. But she still has no health. We wipe her health bar out in a single move once again. Another hit from our Bequeath blade and she's down. This one was a little bit harder though because she did fight with melee and the succubus things are annoying. Now, discovering more of the map, we figure it's detour time. Why not, you know? Do a little bit of exploration. Oh, good. Whoa. My voice crack. I'm dying. We find a village shrouded in fog. Dude, my favorite. I love fogged areas in horror settings. This area actually wasn't that bad. Again, no jump scares. Clearly future boss arena, probably for a quest. And we stumble upon the actual boss, and it's, holy crap, it's the remnant of the Metagen. Dude, Muscle Mommy here proves just as dangerous as before, but with the power of experience and range damage, you managed to beat the shit out of her pretty easily, actually. After our first battle with that absolute unit, we decided to just check back on the sanatorium in the present day. It's in ruins and set up like a dungeon, but we don't find anything for now. It just turns out it's just some basic items and some enemies. Now, before we head to the chapel, which is the next area for her pathos, we spawn an area past it on the map. Some church ruins. We just have to explore them. There is a maze, like an actual maze, and I fucking hate mazes, dude. We do find another uncanny stone here, which just makes it even more annoying how these things are placed. And the place is a pain. You just fight through, you have to find these groups of enemies and kill them to get keys to open doors. All the walls are the same, but like actually constantly end up getting like turned around. Okay. Make our way to the end. The boss is just one of the guys from Blasphemous. Hell yeah. Turns out he also has 2 gunners ready to help him. And Lycoris decides to make the smart decision and hide under the stairwell. Once the gunners are down, the fight's actually pretty straightforward. It's quite easy actually, because it's pretty fast.
situation around. Apologies for keeping it. Splendid banquet. You don't get How's this? With me. How's this? That one's clearly after your blood.
Now, before we dive into the chapel, we decided to stop by Magma first. First thing on the menu, we returned the Remnant to Iris and the weapon to Noah, which was a bayonet. I believe it was a legacy bayonet from Code Vein 1. We also got the A rank blood code from Lou, which helps out because it is will-based, or mind-based, so that'll help our rune blades. And you have enough stones to get the silver member from Jadwiga, which gets us some, I believe these are all Code Vein weapons, which is the Flame Blade, which I think is from the Fire Cat boss. The Warp Blade, which I think is just a blood two-handed sword, and the Garnet Splitter, which is your blood halberd. Now that we've upgraded and equipped Jose's rune blades, because now we have enough mind to use it with the new blood code, we head on into the church. The area itself is actually just a straight path that leads to a branched path. The branched path, you just take two sides, hit some switches and make a bridge, then head over, and we find out that, yeah, Pompous Evil Man was here too. He offered Holly an experimental drug, and I'm sure it didn't cause anything sinister at all, right guys? He's such a nice guy, that Pompous Evil Man. Now this Pathos is actually much easier. She just summons some zombies while she floats around the battlefield, attacking at range, but you just kind of, the zombies go down like 3 hits, just rush her and kill her.
All of Holly's pathos has been released. Now we can undo the seal of her cocoon.
I'm a little torn. All the glimpses we've caught of Holly's past match the historical record.
Afterwards, Lou offers some words to Lycoris to make her feel better about how she doubts Holly was, you know, just went insane, and finally, it's time for us to put Holly to rest.
I'm sure of it.
It's time. Help me end her penance.
Now, I was going to go to Holly's cocoon, but I noticed they had this locked gate and decided I didn't really explore everywhere around Holly's greenhouse. So we decided to spend some time exploring. And the first place to find is this like ruined town. I think we entered from the back maybe, because we find the map core like right here. And the town's just kind of one giant area, it seems. It's good we entered from the back, so we got the map first. And who knew grenade launchers at point blank range are an effective weapon? These guys did, because they beat the shit out of me with them. Anyways, there's a shop hangout here as well. It's got the OG broadsword and bardiche. No boss in the area, so I assume it's like the tunnel. It's just like a junction to go to other places. And yeah, that pretty much is what it is, at least for now. Now, after randomly going off-road, we actually find a dungeon underneath the plague village we encountered in the last part. Man, these grenade launchers are a pain in the ass. And Lycoris, what are you doing there? Don't fall off. We need your help. I don't know how she ended even up down there. Looks like this game has weird issues with the AI and the verticality, because she's just like standing on that pipe. And oh good, a parkour section. These will always end well. The boss is apparently just an incarnation of lust, but it's just a regular succubus. Go beat her pretty easily, because we found out that that orbital move for the rune blade's pretty good, because it just locks enemies into place. Okay, I think I found everything. Now it's time to meet our wife. Our other wife. Don't tell Jose, please. She'll probably kill us. Lycoris pulls out a music box, which plays a small tune. From inside her cocoon, we see the corrupted Holly emerge. And she actually immediately recognizes this time as the music begins to swell and the boss fight begins.
I must cure you too.
And yeah, this is a fight. Holly rides on top of a giant Plague Doctor minion and uses ranged attacks as well as huge poison attacks. She even has a massive AoE insta-kill move, which is dodged by jumping onto the train. Once phase 2 hits, just like Holly, she begs us for death so she remembers us more and she loses her minion. The music goes absolutely crazy in this fight. And she comes at us with magic and sight and a scythe. She can even clone herself. In the end, though, we managed to get her first try. That's right, first try. And in the end, she realizes, what she's done and starts begging for forgiveness. Licorice reveals herself afterwards to be Holly's mother, who actually helped seal Idris and somehow ended up reborn due to Holly's cries. She doesn't really explain it much. She thanks us, claims she's going to be fading away eventually, but will help us as long as she can. And then, of course, Holly's faded bond appears, but this time, unlike Jose, we actually get a massive hint as to where to look. Now, we actually find out the reason the town is a boss. It turns out that we have to go hunt down her father's pathos to make his blood code to go to the past. There's a corrupted nurse in the town, which we take out, and then we also have to go back to the sanatorium. And that's where we take out another revenant enemy, get the other half of his blood code. Now, I refuse to just let Holly die. We're going to go for this ending where we save all three of them. And that means we're heading back to the past. Now, Idris decides that, hey, we had to prove yourselves worthy for changing timelines. You gotta know what you're doing. So in the end, we fight one of those giant Elden Beast guys again, but this time he's got a phase 2 and he summons a bunch of slowing zones. He also gets a bunch of fire lasers, as well as a bunch of other fire-based attacks. Despite all this, taken down once again, first try. return to the past and find Holly in her room, but her formula we got from Camilla's blood code doesn't work to cure her of her corruption.
Now, what could possibly have been so urgent you had to up and leave without saying goodbye, Do you really mean that? Okay. No luck. Thank you for trying, though.
Just then, Camilla goes into his frenzy, and Holly actually suspects that maybe Pompous Evil Man's drug wasn't really a drug. Who would have guessed? Camilla begins tearing his way through the sanatorium. It was actually how we find out how badly damaged it gets. And as we go through the area, we even see memories of him and Monica. We fall through the floor, find ourselves in a kind of underground facility. Fighting our way to the end, we eventually find a weird room with like tanks and a spiral staircase going upwards. I think it's kind of weird to incorporate this facility in this tank room, but whatever. Finding our way back up to the sanatorium, we see another memory of Camilla and Monica's last moments, and Holly finally realizes that, hey, her dad really did love them.
They sacrificed themselves. Sacrificed everything for me. And yet I acted like a petulant child.
Oh, holy shit, this area looks really cool. Anyways, this area is just a path down to the chapel made up of the other areas we've been to. But this time we have Holly's memories of her with her dad instead of Monica's. And, oh boy, it's time for the boss battle again, everyone. This time he's a giant yeti. Now Camilla fights with fast rushes and swipes, and in phase 2 he even begins using like earth elemental attacks, like jagged stones, slamming with boulders. Once again though, another first try kill for us. As he begins to die, Holly tries to heal him, despite her father telling her not to. And in the end, we actually end up activating Camilla's forma again, this time curing Holly, who straight up just starts glowing and true anime logic achieves godlike healing powers.
Impossible. My forma. You activated my forma.
Healing her father and bringing us all back to her friends.
Safe and sound. You had everyone praying for you. All of us. Everyone insisted on waiting here until they saw you back safely.
And how was she holding that coin in her cleavage? It's fully out like that.
Take this forma.
Like, there's nothing there to hold the coin, girl. What? Anyways, she invites us as well to some more fun times in the hot spring, but just like how Josie invites her to our bedroom. But unfortunately, we have to return to the present. So no fun time with Holly. Now we get a cutscene of Monica touching Holly's cocoon. She actually feels it fade away as time rewrites itself, along with herself. But before she disappears, she has a chance to give us her family keepsake, which is the music box. Holly's cocoon apparently has moved now.
It's a music box. A keepsake of a...
So we check the most likely place, the sanatorium. And as you thought, yep, her cocoon is right here along with a field of the spider lilies. And Lou actually senses people in the sanatorium.
An absolute sea of spider lilies. Is that a light? Look over there. I sense people somewhere in the sanatorium. Perhaps, even after everything, some stayed to pick up where Holly and Monica left off.
Inside, we find her father, Camilla, who, well, obviously asked for an explanation as to why we haven't aged. And we give it to him, and of course he knows why we're here.
Remarkable.
And he asks us to deal with his daughter. What's this? Oh! Right! So we see a memory of Lizzie. Apparently she survived the attack from the Metagen and wanted to help Josie. We find another a hairpin. We can use this to save Josie. Dude, maybe next part that's what we'll start off with. Because we gotta get our other wife first too. Well, that's some cool lightning effects going on in the background. Alright, so we have holy light literally shining down on Holy's cocoon, which then opens up like a spider lily, and then she just kind of falls out of it.
I can feel them. The very life in their souls. I was able to give them a future of their own. A chance. When there was no hope. A life. And you, my wondrous, timeless hunter. I thought I was treating you, but it was you who saved me. Like a shining knight from a fairy tale.
Her dialogue at this time kind of makes it sound like we were visiting her, which I guess is supposed to be a reference to the fact that we can visit her in the free roam area for some baths.
You were truly full of surprises. This is it. I'm afraid my time has come to an end. I leave it to you. Save the future we fought so hard for.
Yeah, so she's actually really tough this time. She fights using ice skates to allow her to fly around the battlefield and slash you with ice elemental damage. And she'll fire the Gatling guns at you from afar. She's super quick, the bullets don't hit too hard, but they do hit you a lot, and if you don't roll or block, you're just gonna get eviscerated by them. God damn, I got turned into Swiss cheese, man. The final phase is rough. She is relentless.
There's no future without you in it.
But oh my god, we do it. Holly's heavy arms is down. Once again, she implores the killers, this time much more somber, sad tone plays. And of course, we shove her hand into her chest, and we see a vision of Holly being reunited with Holly as we kneel down and receive the hero Holly's blood code.
Thank you. I'm so proud of you, my beautiful daughter.
Mother, I heard you.
Well, that's actually about it. There's no cutscene or anything afterwards. We simply gain her blood code, and that's that. We can also buy her Gatling gun from Jadwig's shop. And, well, that kind of sucks. It's hoping Holly to actually stay alive, but I guess it makes sense they still called on her to solve the upheaval problem. But, shame, no Holly as an ally, no dice, everybody. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for today. This video might be a lot longer than the others. I'm not actually sure yet. But tune in next part. We're going to go free our original wife and hopefully see Holly in Magmel's past. Hopefully before we head to the final hero. Anyways, good night, everybody.